What's up, all? How are we all? Simon here for a bit of F1 chats, and wow, what a season it's been! What a way to finish on the very last lap. I'm very gutted, obviously, for Hamilton. I'm a fan of Formula One. At the end of the day, um, it's just an unbelievable and the controversial stuff which we saw, I suppose, sort of get into, I suppose, in a bit. But like I say, as it stands, it's Max Verstappen is the world champion, Formula One champion. And at the end of the day, I'm not a sort of. I mean, I'm a fan of his driving. In a way, well, he can be reckless, but then again, I suppose you sort of look back and I think from it all, LA drivers can be reckless. Um, Obviously, it was a naughty little incident at the start of the race at Abu Dhabi, the final race. Obviously, with Verstappen basically sort of ramming off Lewis off the road again, and can you be proud of ramming somebody off the track? I don't know, but anyway, let's not get into it. So yeah, so very sort of a very probably one of the best. I think it's probably in the years that I've watched Formula. I mean, I'm 37, and I've watched a lot of races, seasons over the years that I can remember watching Formula One. Absolutely fantastic season. It's probably up there, probably the best season I think I've ever watched. I think it was better than the one when Hamilton sort of obviously won um, his first world title, obviously in Brazil. But it was just through the whole season. It was back and forth, back and forth. If you look it over, I suppose Verstappen does deserve it. Fully deserves it. Excuse me. Sort of a lot of bloody wind. So, but fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and I'm sort of looking forward to the first race next year. I think it's in Bahrain. I think it's like March of next season. So looking forward to sort of all the sort of new, obviously changes with the cars, the tyres, the drivers. It's just magnificent, and wow, what a season. So I sort of obviously feel sorry for Lewis. Obviously, getting into the details, I suppose, obviously was the whole pit, not the pit, sorry, with the whole sort of the FIA. At the end of the day, how I've sort of seen it all season, it may sort of sound wrong, controversial, but it just seems like for me in my head, it's like they seem to be just sort of making the rules as they go along, just to sort of help one or the other sort of thing, and it's just disgusting. At the end of the day, the rules are there in a book, whatever. The rules state what it is. Keep as it is. Don't change it. Keep the rules as it is. Obviously, Mercedes not very happy. Obviously, as you know, so I would be if I was, working along the Mercedes. But it is what it is, and I think it's sort of, just sort of heard about it's now sort of going to sort of. They've sort of appealed Mercedes to sort of. I just appeal it to sort of see what. I think it's a sour taste towards an end of a great season. There's controversial moments in the whole season in general. What happened, everything from, from sort of the Silverstone to Monza to sort of, Brazil, whatever. There's a load of controversial things going on, and that's just the way it is. Formula One is Formula One. But my God, like I said, what a great season. Obviously, some little disappointments, obviously, with sort of one of my sort of favourite drivers, Kimi Räikkönen, obviously retiring. Obviously, he's now officially retired, obviously, from Formula One. And sort of finishing up the way he wanted, obviously. Obviously, retiring the car. It's such a shame. It's such a shame, really. Great driver, but, wish him all the best on his future and what lies next for him. So Max Verstappen, world champion of Formula One, and congratulate him. Great season, great. I'm lost for words of it because I just don't need to repeat myself. It's just been a brilliant season. I'm absolutely sort of wow, what a season! Probably the greatest season, like I said, for me, since watching Formula One. So obviously sort of coming into sort of next season now, when we sort of get into it again, obviously big changes with the cars, obviously the tyres now, like obviously sort of I think they're going to be bigger for next year, and obviously sort of new drivers. I think, like I said, I think there's a sort of obviously Bottas going to Alfa Romeo. I think Zhu. I can't remember his first name, so apologies. Sort of Chinese driver going to Alfa Romeo. Obviously, sort of some of the bigger names. Obviously, obviously Hamilton's obviously staying for another year. Obviously, George Russell. What will happen to him? What's going to go on with him next season? Looking forward to what's going to happen with him. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. So yeah, for me, what will happen? Like I say, I think if Lewis Hamilton next season doesn't win, this is a big statement. I think if Lewis Hamilton doesn't win the World Championship next season, I think he will officially retire. I think at the end of the day, what he's done, not just for Formula One, I think, yes, he has his controversial moments, but at the end of the day, the old saying, no one likes a winner. He's done what he's done, and how many people, Formula One drivers, can say I've won 7 world titles? There's not really many. It's only one other person that can say that, and obviously Michael Schumacher, obviously. So, and what a great driver he was as well, and I think that's what will sort of happen. But yeah, so very sort of interesting to see what's going to happen. So looking forward to it, and obviously all the other drivers, and obviously sort of new restrictions and stuff with all the. I'm not too sure, 100% sure what's going on. I think with the sort of how the qualifying goes and all that stuff. But anyway, it's going to be interesting anyway. And obviously my favourite team, obviously McLaren, sort of didn't do as good as they did last year. Disappointing. But I'm sure they'll bounce back because they're a great team and a great manufacturer. And I'm sure Ricciardo and Norris will do brilliantly again next year. And here's to that. So all good. So just before I will leave you people, I'm going to sort of quickly say, so go check out my channel on YouTube. And like I said, there's a lot of content on there with everything, with gaming, for mobile phone games, to sort of talk about football, to Formula 1. Loads of stuff on there for you to sort of watch on YouTube. And like I say, go and check me out. The channel name is Fatboy Side. Subscribe, like, and obviously give me your thoughts and comments on what you think. How the Formula 1 season was for you. And what you sort of think might happen next. I'm just sort of hoping sort of nothing happens and they sort of twist around and give the Hamilton to the title because of a certain, let's just say, for example, the little incident where Verstappen overtook him by literally a split second sort of thing. But I don't know, in the safety car, sort of, when the safety car was out, sorry. But anyway, so now that's all over. That's all done with. Was it 22 races, I think it was, or 21 races, all done and dusted, and I went down to the final lap of the season. Fantastic, to the final race. Absolutely marvellous. Anyway, that was it. Thanks for putting up with me and my annoying voice as always. But like I say, go check me out. The channel there is Fatboy Side. And I say, go and check me out. And give me thoughts and comments, like I said, as always. And yeah, and that's it. So looking forward to doing hopefully some more Formula 1 sort of stuff for next season. And obviously I'm sure, like I say, this ain't finished yet. As in the controversial stuff, as in obviously going to headquarters and all that stuff. But anyway, we'll sort of find out what happens. And if there's any obviously news, I'll hopefully sort of give my thoughts and comments on it. But like I said, I'm hoping it sort of doesn't turn sour as what it already is. And I'm hoping it doesn't turn even more sour. But anyway, so that is it for now, folks. And like I say, I shall catch you again soon for hopefully some more, excuse me, for some Formula 1 news. I know the sort of content as well we'll be doing, recordings and stuff on football, Formula 1, and other sort of games. But that is it. So thanks for putting on with my voice again, and I shall speak to you soon. But all take care and stay safe and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and keep warm as well because it is bloody cold outside. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and see you soon. Bye bye.